And let's go.
Session 9, and probably our most dangerous cold open that we've had so far. And I think the events of last time are still very vivid in everyone's mind. So we're just going to jump right back into it. You're on the second floor of the Harrowstone prison, and you're you have been fighting skeletons that have been animated. They must have been former prisoners that have died in their cells, because the fight takes place in the prison tract, or in the upper ground cell block. You already know that there's also a below grounds cell block. The skeletons are not animated by themselves or through some other necromantic influences, but through the evil powers of the ghostly apparition that is called the Piper of Illmarsh. During the fight, Geier had another encounter with one of the ghostly prisoners that still haunt Harrowstone, namely Father Charlatan. But through sheer force of will and a pretty large serving of stubbornness, Geier evaded out of the dangerous trance or coma and finds himself back with his friends, but still on the floor. Crow, you have heard the Piper's melody, and some eerie connection was made to something buried deep inside of you, and it just entranced you, and you were forced to stand motionless, and all you see is the surroundings blurred out, and just one giant shape. The others have seen it before, but I think for you it's the first time. The large looming shape of the Piper himself, accompanied by his favorite pets, a flock of sturges. He sends them with an outstretched hand to go fly towards you, and you see them come closer and closer, but you cannot move a muscle to defend yourself. So we're still in initiative. We're in round 8, and Geier comes up.
Am I still shaken?
You still quiet. Is your mic in the right spot?
Yeah. Hello, hello. I haven't changed anything.
Am I just generally quiet? Can somebody else say something?
He's quiet.
I'm quiet. That's weird. I haven't messed around with it or anything. Can you turn my volume up?
It is already boosted.
Was it quiet before as well?
Well, ever since you logged on, I think.
Okay, for now, am I still shaken?
You are not shaken, no.
Is it better now, my voice?
No.
Hello? Oh.
Just take your turn and try to figure it out between turns.
So I'm not shaken?
No.
Cool. Okay. Take that off. So Geier will get up on weak legs, trying to get his bearings. I can't really see where the Sturgis or the Piper are. Right?
You cannot see them. They are
so
nowhere to
Geier
be seen.
will turn to one of his companions and cough. Any of you would happen to have something to help with this condition I find myself in? Maybe a healing potion or something? And other than that, we'll go into full defense.
While still on the floor.
No, did I not say getting up?
Nope.
I said okay. I meant to say he gets up on weak legs, coughing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in between there, you were back to normal level. Maybe you can just unplug and plug your headphones, your headset back in. Maybe that'll help.
Okay.
Emaírel. Geier is pulling himself up to his feet in front of you. Most of the skeletons have been slain. There's one that is rattling its cell door right next to you. This one. There are a couple of more of them, but it's still in this cell block, and they are mooning and slamming against their doors. But it seems like the doors are still quite sturdy, even after all this this long passage of time. All right, and you step right in front of the skeleton that reaches through, trying to get a swipe at you. 12. You have +2 to your AC because of the door, so that's gonna miss. Of course, that's easy for Emaírel to dodge. And instead, he responds with a quick stab with his longsword. And he finds a chink in the skeleton's chest and twists the blade, but it just scrapes over the bone without doing much damage. The Piper plays his dreadful song once more. And I will need will saves from everyone.
Everyone has a +2, right? From the
Yes.
thing stuffed in their ears?
Yes.
No, Geier doesn't. Geier missed that part.
Right, Geier didn't stuff his ears. But
No,
his
Geier
will
didn't
is
know
quite
people were stuffing their ears. Geier was unconscious.
But your will is quite strong.
I'm also gonna spend a charmed life. This is my second one of 3 to get a +4 to my will save.
All right.
So that should, and if this is a fear effect, that should get it all the way up to 18.
All right. So Crow, Gaia, and Emaírel make their saves, but the doctor is shaken. Crow, nevertheless, you're still being held by the mesmerizing effect of the tune. Give me another will save.
Alright, that'll be my last charmed life. Oh my god.
And
So
you can do nothing but watch as
okay, I do just want to make sure that that does get all the way up to 11.
that still doesn't help.
Okay.
You can do nothing but watch as one of the ghostly Sturgis sits down on your shoulder and rams its proboscis in your neck and starts to suck your blood. The others see that dozens of tiny punctures open up in Crow's neck and face area, and he bleeds profusely for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
That was a full round action. Doctor, your turn.
Okay. So w- First of all, I can't see anything or anyone because for some reason fog of war conceals everything except my token.
You can't see nothing but your token?
I'll show you. Like this. Here we go. Thank you. Can we see the piper, or he appears only to the paralyzed ones?
No, you could only hear the melody, but you do not see neither the piper nor any sturges nor anything else. Only the skeletons in their cells raising a ruckus.
I see. And Geier is very wounded, right?
Yeah, Geier is not looking good at all.
Okay. I was hoping to try to make some kind of super punch at the hound, but let's use my hero card. And
For what?
because my hero card is neutral good, I will use it to heal Geier for 3d6 by points of damage.
Okay, you want to play it?
Yes. Point. So at this point, Dr. Arronax will grab Geier and help him to get on his feet with his grasp firm and enhanced by the mutagen, and he will shake him up, saying, like, "Stand tall, it will be all over soon." And for some unspeakable reasons, whatever alchemical energies infusing him starts pouring out into the Geier and healing him, or something like that. Yes.
Oh, good. I'm up.
Hey, Gaia, you feel better? A little bit?
Yeah, for how much did you roll?
Let me roll.
Oh, yes. That's fair.
12.
Alejandro?
Can you not hear me? Hello? Can you not hear me?
Yeah? Yes?
Right. 'Cause I said like, oh, it took a bit of a beating there. Yeah, that really helps. And with that, he will. Is the thing attached still to Crow's face or not?
You can't see anything. You only see blood coming from dozens of tiny puncture wounds on his arm and neck.
I wonder if you hit him with a shovel, they go away.
I walk over to Crow and start like, "Are you okay?" And start trying to pat and try to swat anything away that might be flying around him.
Alright, but you strike nothing but air. Emaírel? Yes, it does. Well, the door itself is made of metal bars. What's not very solid is the hinges and the masonry. So if you wanted to break it open, you would have to give those a strong push. But other than that, you doubt that the skeleton could free itself. And the skeletons you fought actually came from cells where the door had given in long ago. Alright, so you move next to Crow, who is still glassy-eyed and staring into the distance with his face a mask of terror. Anthony, how bloody does Crow look?
About half bloody.
So
Looks
he's
pretty messed up.
Yeah, he's pretty injured. Yeah. Emaírel will die for a potion. Okay,
Well,
so he
Most
cuts
of-
open his wrists.
yeah, most of us gonna
Oh,
die
okay.
for a potion here.
I'd die for a potion right now.
But if you had one, then you wouldn't die. Okay, so you swing your bag around and you start digging for a potion and you find it and clutch it in your hand. And as you do so, the song rings out again. Will saves everyone.
Wait, so Simon, the first will save that I passed, did that mean I wasn't shaken?
Yes.
Okay. Technically, I had a 13 then on my previous will save, but I don't know. If that matters.
Still not enough, I'm afraid.
Geier's will.
But I'm not shaken right now, am I?
No, it depends on the save.
I suppose this is a punishment for drinking the mutagen that decreases my wisdom.
Right. So where does it land for against the fear effect?
Mine's
Well,
8.
It's 8. Okay, so you are shaken, and so is the doctor, but Geier and Emaírel are not. And Crow, I will need another will save. This one is not a fear effect.
Hang on, turning shaken back on. Oh, this is not a fear effect. Okay.
No.
So that a 17 with the ears plugged.
All right, like I said, this hallway with the cells left and right, it was just kind of blurry and grayed out, and all you could see was this larger than life Piper in front of you with all of his sturges. But then, out of this blurry haze, step your friends, Emaírel and Geier, and they step like through it like through a curtain, and you can see them. You can see Emaírel quite clearly. Geier is a little bit foggy and hazy, but it's enough for you to give you an anchor to find back to your self, to your mind, and to the here and now. You're no longer held, but that was a full round action, so you only have a 5-foot step left if you want to take it.
Yeah, suddenly kind of realizing that this phantasm is here and that his friends are solid, real things, and this ghostly figure isn't, but sort of is, and feeling this blood trickling down, he like puts a hand up to his face and it just smears away red, and he just starts stumbling backwards.
Okay, Doctor.
Uh-huh. Doctor this time will dig into his pouches or backpacks for the last vial of holy water. Ta-ta-tan. For some reason I can't see anything again, but never mind. He will uncork the vial and start splashing it all around in front of him, trying to, while yelling like, "Back away, foul spirit! I don't believe in you!" Trying to scare the hunt away.
All right. Roll the damage. Okay, so you swing your arm around with the open vial, kind of like moving like a sprinkler, spraying the water everywhere, and even as it flies through the air, it kind of hisses, and you feel like the evil presence in this place is apparently all around you, not just one specific, object or particular place, but it's really permeating the entire area and even the air itself. And the holy water seems to cut through that evil like a hot knife through butter.
Simon, will plus intelligence count on this kind of use?
It is. What was the ability called again?
Well, it is my alchemist ability to add intelligence, my modifier intelligence to splash weapons.
Yeah, I know, but what was it called again? Just to quickly reference it.
I think it was throw anything, I suppose. Yeah, it is throw anything, extraordinary ability.
No, throw anything is just that you can throw anything, but
well, and
Lost me.
yes, because well, technically I didn't throw the holy water; I just sprayed it around.
Oh, throw anything, the not the feat, but the alchemist ability.
Yes.
Done with splash weapons, including the splash damage. Yeah, it's a splash weapon, so...
Well, okay, then it would
go for it.
Yeah, then it would be +4, so it would be 9 damage to the haunt.
Nice, so there's more hissing and burning.
Yes, for the power of his disbelief, basically, I suppose.
And Crow is still sort of on his way out of the Piper's domain, hears the echoing screams as the connection between him and the Piper fades. So, it hurts the Piper to do that.
And that was our last vial of holy water.
Geier.
Geier will ask, hey, why is everybody covering their ears?
Well, you've heard the song. So.
What?
That works. And he shuffles around and tries to find and rips off a piece of cloth and stuffs his ears. And will go on full defense.
Okay. Emaírel.
He's trying to hand me the Cure Light Wounds. I
Sure,
guess I'll take it.
Let's go with a move action. Okay, so you start detecting magic, and it'll take a couple of rounds. And the first round just tells you that yes, there is some magic somewhere. The Piper's turn, and once again you hear his song. I will need a will save. And Emaírel, Crow, and Geier, you are here to end this. You will not be shaken any longer by this melody, this children's lullaby. But the doctor is starting to get shaky hands and a little visibly upset. Sort of looking towards the exit. Kind of jumpy. Crow.
Now that he's kind of coming back to reality a little bit, he hears the the piper's wails, and he realizes that this is something that they can hurt. And he hears the doctor's words of disbelief. And he starts muttering to himself. He goes, "Damn ghosts, phantasms are not of this world, belong in this world. They won't be in this world." And he starts reloading his blunderbuss. And he basically spends a full round reloading.
So so you take the potion from Emaírel first?
Oh, do I have to stow it? I have to stow it. I'm not gonna. Wait, would it be to drink? It's just standard action to drink, right?
It's the size of a shot glass, so you could palm it and still load your weapon.
But can you load your blunderbuss with a potion?
I technically need 2 hands free to load the blunderbuss. Alright, okay. I'll use a move action to stow the potion. And then I will pull out a cartridge. And I will let's put in a bullet cartridge. And use a standard action to do that. And that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Doctor.
Yeah. And Doctor, who is already vibrating from his mutagen, begins to wonder what would happen if Crow loaded his blunderbuss with a potion, if holy water works so well just being poured into the air. Maybe if something would be shot through the air, it would be even more awesome. But his thoughts are... thank you. His thoughts are jumbled by the fear. So, and he just ran out of holy water. So he will step back. And he probably will continue yelling, "I deny your spirit, begun with this holy water," and he just tosses a bomb into the air. Maybe he will toss the bomb into the skeleton, actually.
Okay, so he blasts some of the rotten bones that are already on the floor, and he also blasts the skeleton behind the barred cell door to smithereens.
Mm-hmm.
Geier.
Geier so mutters, This is madness. There's nothing we can do." But he moves into this room where the rest of Father Chains was.
Father Charlatan.
Father Charlatan, which was covered with chains, and will proceed to smash it with his shovel.
Okay.
Smash the remains.
Its skull is already blasted to pieces, but
It's basically just a pile of chains with some rotting bones in there.
try to disconnect the chains or anything, just anything to vent his frustration.
Okay. So you slam the various padlocks on the chains emblazoned with the holy symbols of...
Not even your dust will remain!
Emaírel. Okay. So, the second round, you get the number and strength, I think, of the auras, right? Let me check real quick. Yeah. Power of the most potent. So the number of magical auras is the number of magic items in your party, or of the party members that you currently look at. And the power is also according to whichever magic item is the most powerful. So you don't think there's any other magic in your cone of vision? So that leaves you with a move action if you want to drop the spell. Or even if you wanted to keep it going, you could still take your move action. Okay. And the piper plays his song. And everyone has to do a will save or be shaken. Geier has his ears plugged now too, so
Yeah.
you all pass your save.
Ooh.
But it seems like the piper is losing his influence over you, but he's certainly still a nuisance, and you're getting a little frustrated, not finding a way to fight him efficiently now that the holy water's gone. Crow. Oh, also there's all these skeletons still rattling on their cell doors.
Crow basically he swings his blunderbuss around looking for a target, and of course doesn't see one, but he points the gun in the last direction that he thinks he saw the piper coming from him, and he just yells, "I've seen you! You are an ugly thing and you have no place in this world!" And he fires his blunderbuss. And he's going to, I mean, he's just, yeah, shooting into the air. But he's also using his, he's going to use charmed, is he going to use he's going to use a grip point to do focus shot and add his charisma to his damage dealt.
Okay.
So it's 9 damage.
Okay. So you blast a shot out of your blunderbuss, and into the wall over here. And while it gives you a little bit of relief and a loud bang, drowning out the piper's song and the howlings and ruckus of the skeletons for a brief second, it all comes back very quickly, and your shot doesn't seem to have made any difference.
No difference whatsoever?
Apparently not.
Not even with his
Nope.
thing? Really? Okay. Alright. That's kind of a pointless thing then.
Doctor.
Yeah, speaking of pointless things, by the way, I can't see anything again for some reason.
Yeah, but that seems to be on your end because I didn't do anything. I can do what I did last time, which is just click on your token.
And hold on, and if his gun doesn't do anything, he's just leaving. He just shouts in frustration and
Okay.
move actioning out of there.
Okay.
Can you please center
To the darkness.
Me? Can you please center the map for me?
There you go. So Dr. Crow just left with some frustrating curses and stepped into the darkness.
Doctor, meanwhile, yeah, here you go, I found it, thank you. We'll have another brilliant idea now that his mind has cleared. He will run back into this cell and catch the Geier's shovel. Say, wait a second. And he will pick up the chains and cross it with holy symbols. Uh, okay, will that be my full round action, or I can still do something else?
What are you trying to pick up? All the chains?
Yes, chains with holy symbols.
Okay, all the chains are very heavy, so...
Well, I don't really need to pick them up, and I just need to hold them for a moment later.
Okay, yeah, sure.
For the next round.
You can touch as many as you want, I guess, at the same time.
Yeah, because his next intention would be to haul them into the into the corridor and yell, "Well, it's this, you spectral bastard," and throw the chains around.
Okay. Easy went one square too far, though. I think you walked into Geier.
Yeah, because I can't see anything.
Okay, so you want to...
watch it.
So you're gonna grab the chains.
Yes, I'm gonna grab the chains.
All right. Geier.
Geier steps out of the room again. And you said there were still skeletons like in these cells, right?
In that, further down the cell block, you can hear some skeletons. But in this part of the cell block, there is quite the ride going on. So it sounds like there are more skeletons over here.
Right. So Geier, limping and dragging his shovel, makes its way down there and steps in front of this door. Is it a door? Is it bars?
Those are all cell doors. So let me just remove them. They are all closed, but I'll remove them nevertheless, so you can see what's behind, because they're all cells holding a skeleton dressed in tattered prisoner uniforms.
All right.
And they're all banging against their doors, trying to get out.
Hit it in the face with the monk's spade through the bars?
Yeah, you could shove it through and try to hit it, yeah.
That's what I do. And stabs at his face.
Yeah, it's a kind of an awkward angle, and the bars may give it a little bit of an advantage, and you miss.
All right.
Emaírel. Yeah, great idea. How about that?
What, you mean knowledge check?
Knowledge religion, please.
How absurd.
Who does that?
Knowledge. How could knowledge help in this situation?
Yeah.
Okay, so Emaírel, you let this all sink in for a little bit, all of everything you've experienced so far, and even the poltergeist you fought at some point became visible. So, and the Piper has not. You've seen him once. You've glimpsed him when he had mesmerized you, but he seems to be entirely on a different sphere of existence, and just his influence seems to stretch into this realm through the power of his song. So he can't really be a creature as such. He's not just an incorporeal specter that you can fight having the right weapons. But still, the holy water seemed to hurt him. So all you can piece together is that he is a haunt, and as such can only be battled like a haunt using positive energy, holy water. And that's it. That also explains why Crow's shots didn't help, Geier's shovel didn't help, the bombs didn't do anything. And it explains why he doesn't seem to occupy any distinct space. He's just everywhere at once.
And we have used all our hunt siphons, or we don't have them right now?
Well, it was Emaírel who had the siphons.
Oh, and he made a knowledge check. That's very convenient.
Oh, he's the specialist in these kind of subjects.
Yeah.
Okay, you pick up Gaia's lantern. I think is what this light is.
I may have dropped it somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's what Emerald just picked up. Yeah. Okay. Piper's song. Everybody can hear it clearly, no matter where you are. It always seems to be coming from somewhere right next to you. Will saves, please.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a bad batch. Emaírel is fine. Crow fails. Gaia fails. And the doctor fails big time. So, Emaírel seems to find some comfort in his deductions, but everybody else is starting to get really frustrated, closer to desperation than frustration at this point. So everybody else is shaken. Crow.
Crow is, I guess he's going to lean up against the wall here in the shadows, and I guess he has to spend a full round drinking that potion. Because I guess it's a move action to pull it out and a standard action to drink it. So
Okay. So you drink your potion.
how much is that for?
1d8 plus. Is it just a regular potion?
1d8 plus 1?
Plus 1, yeah.
Great.
So you get healed for 2 whole points.
This place is cursed.
The doctor.
Yeah. Crow starts drinking it, but he's actually like repulsed by everything in here. He almost like spits half of it back out. He's still got blood in his mouth. He like, I'm just flavoring the 2 hit points. I'm saying like he gets some of it down, but he's still got like the taste of blood in his mouth, and he ends up spitting some of it back out.
And as you spit it out, you hear this hissing sound again as the distilled positive energy flies through the air.
I told you to load it into blunderbuss. Well, yeah.
Wait, for real? Okay.
I mean, I have the highest intelligence here after Emaírel. Well, almost like Emaírel, but I mean, nobody listens to me just because I'm just a little bit mutated and a little bit shaken.
Okay, he spits it out and he hears that weird sizzling sound, and he suddenly looks up. He looks at the others and he goes, "Potions. Do we have any more healing potions?"
What?
Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Roll 20 is so slow again. Pum. Okay.
We take it to the internet and complain loudly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the doctor doesn't have any potions left, and he doesn't even have an extract for that right now. So he will continue with his previous plan, and he will haul the heavy chains outside and start throwing them around, yelling, "Big unfall spirit! I don't care what gods hurt you, but I hope they hurt you." And he will start swing around the chains with holy symbols on them.
Okay. And you swing them around. They're still quite sturdy and heavy even after all these years, but it doesn't seem to have any impact on the Piper. Gaia.
Geier
first of all, the skeleton is trying to get a wipe at you. 16. You get a +2 from the bars of the door.
That still hits.
All right, so it scratches you for 6 points of damage.
Okay. Geier, instead of stabbing through the doors, will kind of like put the shovel in a 45-degree angle, like over the thing, and then just bring it down with the flat of the thing of the spade into the skeleton's head.
Okay, let's see that roll. Okay, so as you stab through between the
angle.
bars, you hit the spade square into the bars. You twisted it a little bit too early, so you didn't even get through the door. Emaírel? More cogitations. Okay, use a wand of cure light wounds to hurt the haunt. Well, only one way to find out. Move action to pull it. Correct. Nice, you make it. And so you take out the wand and you fiddle with it for a little bit, not being entirely used to handling an item like this. And as the tip begins to glow in a soft bluish light, the air around the wand starts to sizzle, and you swing the wand around wildly. Give me a d8 plus 1. And the blue light starts to flicker and burn as it starts, as it obviously starts to burn through that evil presence that is the Piper. But soon after, as if all of that had done nothing, the song rings out again, that dreadful dirge. Another will save from everyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
my ears
So
are
now that
still
everybody else has noticed that you can hurt it, and Geier just may be happy mistreating that skeleton over there. You're all no longer shaken, but Emaírel, you feel like you just drew the attention of it to yourself, and that is a bad position to be in, so you're shaken. Crow.
All right. Well, that's a little invigorating, at least. Crow's gonna reload his blunderbuss with the pellets. I don't think I don't know if he can do anything else to contribute, but can he see? I guess I can't see Emaírel from where I am.
No, I think he's just around the corner.
So he starts reloading his weapon again, and he's shouting out, "Everyone, we have to hurt it with healing. It's the only way."
Makes no sense.
The doctor.
Doctor, well, he he threw around the chains again, and even though he is no longer shaken, he's like, well, I'm not that kind of doctor. I don't have any more healing left. And, well, since he can't really come up with anything, he will try to arrange the chains into the shape of a circle, hoping that now Magic Circle could protect him. Magic Circle made of pure iron, or whatever the chains are made of. But
So you lay them out in a circle around you?
Yes.
Okay. Gaia.
Geier checks through his pockets. I have nothing to heal with. And figuring attacking the skeleton is a bit of a futile endeavor, will move a bit and continue exploring this side. Trying to see if he notices anything out of the ordinary, anything that stands out. So he's gonna...
Yeah, as you walk down the hallway, skeletal hands reach out, trying to claw you through the barred cell doors, but their rotten arms are too short to get to you on the other side of the hallway. And all you see are cells next to cells, all of them stuffed with the same simple cot and 2 buckets. I believe that was withdraw,
yeah,
probably.
that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, Emaírel. Okay, you hold it out to the doctor, who has made an impromptu circle protection from evil circle.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, while you do that, the Piper's song can be heard once again. His haunting melody, as beautiful as it is creepy. Little saves from everyone. Yep. Looking good. Okay, all of you made it. Crow. Are you muted?
Oh yeah. Crow will. He sees the exchange that's going on with Emaírel, and he comes over, and he's gonna move action over.
Okay. That leaves you with a standard.
And he's just yeah, I don't think there's really anything else he can do. He knows that Arronax is better with this stuff than he is. He's just gonna looks at Arronax and goes, yes, send this thing back to wherever it belongs.
So basically, Emaírel wants Arronax to professionally smash a potion into the floor.
It's a wand.
Hmm?
Oh no, it is a potion.
It's his potion,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, good for you that I am that kind of doctor. So, so Arronax grab the potion from Emaírel with his newly mutated elongated fingers, triumphantly raises it into the air, saying, "See, unholy spirit, eat this!" And with passion, he will slam it into the floor.
You crush the little vial
Mm-hmm.
and roll for...
That would be 1d8 plus 5, I suppose?
No, plus 1.
Plus 1? Because it's not
That's
a splash weapon.
Exactly.
Oh.
Well, if you roll like that, who needs
I
a
mean,
splash weapon?
Yeah,
You
I
crush the little
Still got
vial on the floor, like throwing it on the floor hard, and just this little mouthful of potion erupts in a bright ball of light. And as the Piper's melody starts to ring out while the doctor throws it down, the dirge is cut short by a wrong note, just a sharp at the end of the little flute tone that indicates the piper's destruction. And as soon as this discordant tone can be heard, all of the skeletons, just like on the as if just waiting for the sign of some unseen conductor, all crumble to the ground as if nothing had happened.
At this point, Dr. Arronax himself almost crumbles to the ground, and he leans on the wall with a very tired expression on his face. And stay down.
Geier tries to see if any of what the skeletons are wearing or anything look familiar or vaguely historic.
Well, from what you can see, they are all wearing the same prison inmate garb.
Nothing
That standard
distinct.
Harrowstone issue.
Okay. That was it then. Bloody hell.
Crow is just standing there, just looking around at the now silent room, and he's shouting out, "That's right! You are banished! You are gone from this place!"
Yeah, Dr. Arronax silently supports his yelling. This... Yes. Exactly what he said.
Let's get out of this unholy place.
I think so.
Although I do not think this will mean that whatever is consuming it or haunting it will be done with. We have Charlatan and the Piper. Do you have reason to believe we'll find another one of the horrible five?
Well, hopefully this time it will be a horrible 3. But
This place is still cursed, but perhaps now it is less unholy than it was. And he looks to the other 3 of you and he goes, "That was good work, and that was, well, you all did more than I could."
Well, we still need to talk to the wife of the warden, Vesoriana. Let her know of what has happened here.
to see if she noticed any difference.
Okay, is that what you want to do? You want to head back to Oriana's room?
I suppose
Do
so.
we want to fully explore this floor before we leave?
Might as well, yes.
Well,
I think we've dealt with the big threat.
That's...
Famous last words.
Yeah, that probably would be. Well, strictly speaking, it's...
Sam thinks you should wait until you go back to her.
well, nothing really stops us from going back to her in any case, since she's on the first floor and we're on the second, so even if we go back, we could just check up on her.
Yeah, Crow will, I guess, light a torch of his own, because he's got several of them. He's gonna light his own torch and he's gonna start wandering just to cast light on all the remaining shadows.
Crow, you can just take my lamp. I'm not gonna need it. I'm sick of it now.
Emaírel's holding it for now.
Oh, yeah, of course. It looks better on Emaírel.
Okay, so Crow, you pace down this sort of claustrophobic hallway with the with the ruined cells left and right, or actually only left in this case. Every cell filled with the piles of dusty bones that, until just moments ago, were trying to kill you or do even worse things to you. None of the cells look like they might hold anything of interest. Just dust and cobwebs and rot. Until you get to the end of the hallway, where you finally find some doors that are not just barred metal cell doors. And the one right in front of you, so the one right here. Let me see real quick. Yeah, is another of these wooden doors with the metal metal hinges, like you've seen plenty in Harrowstone.
And the other door is here to the right.
The same. They all are just the regular doors that you've seen in many other places around here. And then as you turn the corner, there's more cells down there.
Right. And there was one door all the way to the south of the left-hand hallway.
You're right. Let me check if I missed a mark there. I believe that's just another cell. Yeah, that's just another cell. So you can ignore that. It's a little bit larger cell, like Father Charlatan's cell was too. So you would think maybe that was for less vicious crimes or something like that.
Crow looks at the others and he says, "Do we have the strength to go on right now into these other unexplored rooms?"
Well, I certainly have enough bombs on my person, but I'm not sure that the bombs would be much of a help in our situation. Although,
Geier, I think you took the worst of it. What do you say?
I'm all right. Don't look at me like that. I'm not in the grave yet. But yeah, perhaps a rest would be welcome. I don't think we would last another round like this. Especially if the hateful dead decide to gang up on us again. And not be a very welcome situation. Let's go back.
very well. Besides, we probably could get a chance of catching Alaric and getting him to heal us.
Okay, so where do you want to go? All the way back to town?
Well, I mean, at first I think we will probably should visit Lady Vissariana.
Yeah, I would suggest talking to Vissariana first, and then any place where we can patch up before returning.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. So you head down to the first floor and you make your way to the workshop that is now the home or prison, however you want to see it, of Vissariana Naėllaṛian, the wife of the former warden that has been thrown into the position of becoming a warden for spirits herself, at least for the time being. She materializes in front of you, and as you behold her beautiful but spooky face with her ghostly white eyes, she looks around and then she looks straight at you and she says, "You've done well. I can sense their momentum slowing down. I feel two of them, the false father and that malicious piper. You've put both of them down. I feel that they are trying to claw their way back onto this plane, but I can fight them here. I can hold them back. Don't know for how long, but if you hurry, we can hold them. We can destroy them all and cleanse this place once and for all."
And the rest, where are the rest?
I don't. I fear to reach out towards them. I need my strength focused. I would assume that they are below in the cell blocks underground somewhere where they died.
The two that we have banished, do you believe that you can hold them long enough for us to rest and recover, or is this something that we need to do all at once?
If you need your rest to regain your strength, you should certainly do so, because I believe you will need it. I will do my best to hold them back as long as I can. But something. She closes her eyes and kind of shudders. Something is still trying to eat away from my essence. I can feel it nagging, chipping away from what is holding me here. But I can fight this too. I can fight all of them. But hurry is all what I'm asking.
You say something else, you mean something else more than what we have already, than the ghosts we know about already, something beside that.
I fear that this is the machinations of the Splatterman himself. He has always been the most powerful inmate in this place, and I suspect that he is still the most powerful of the five. Some evil plan of his must be in place to weaken me. I will resist it, though. I must.
Crow kind of looks uneasily at his comrades.
He must not learn our names. Whatever happens, he must not learn our names.
We ought to get some sleep.
Yes, I think that might be a good idea.
On that note.
Yes, I agree. And next day we will return here with a fresh barrel of holy water, and we'll wash this place up.
Okay, so you take your leave from Visoriana,
Yes.
and you leave Harrowstone and make your way back to Ravengro.
I think that was...
By the time you get there, we are well into the afternoon. If you remember, you spent most of the morning doing some research. So...
I think that was an actual 5 minutes adventurer's day for us.
We had, what, 2 encounters in there?
But thankfully we can actually have activities in town this time without just going to sleep. Although many of us probably would want to.
So you're heading back to Lorrimore Place?
Yes, hopefully Alaric is there waiting for us with his channel positive energy.
I feel like Roderick may have skipped town.
Well, we always could post his image on the pole, and as a new victim of the weirdness.
Can we stop by Grimburrow's place on the way back? Will he provide us with healing?
Oh yeah,
He
absolutely.
did say, he
He's-
did say.
Yeah, I think that's what we should do.
Yeah, he's giving you Pharasma's blessings and is healing you free of charge.
And we probably can give him the good news that, well, I mean, 2 of the hounds are dealt with, hopefully.
That certainly is good news. But that means that 3 are still left haunting this place. And from what you're telling me, it sounds like they're slowly gaining in strength with every minute passing. So, why are you still here?
Well, do we have enough money to buy more holy water?
That's the thing, Father. We are out of resources, out of strength. It's been a harrowing encounter.
Crow's like wiping the dried blood scabs off of his face and his neck, and there's nothing underneath them because it's been healed now. But he's just like, he's still just got dried, crusty blood everywhere. It's like on the collar of his coat, and he's just looking at Grimburrow. It's like chop chop. Not particularly pleased.
The exploration of this prison is very draining, even on our powers. The haunts are highly resistant, not just to bullets, but to bombs as well, and we have very limited ability to hurt them. I'm sorry. My mutagens take tolls on my ability to speak sometimes. We need to improvise. Maybe we could say Dr. Arronax rubs his chin deep in thought. Back when I was in Lepistad, I saw some curiosity on the market. It was called a Batelaspergillium. It was a mace that you would pour holy water into it, it would retain it. Maybe we could come up with something like this and just bludgeon the haunts in the face with it.
You could certainly have an aspergillum if you need one. We have a few of them, but I would not want to see them used as a mace.
Did I mention that my wisdom is very much reduced to now?
I don't think that such a thing would be needed to bash them in the head. It's more of a, symbolic gesture. And definitely applying holy water is the important part here.
Yes, a symbolic gesture with a lot of force.
With a lot of holy water.
Well, like I said, you can have a regular aspergillum, and we've brewed up some fresh batches of holy water for you. So you want to buy any of these, that's fine, but I don't have any of these fancy Lepidstadt bash in the hat aspergillums. Sorry.
Well, never mind. I think we'll figure something out.
Can we even afford this holy water?
There are 24 gold pieces right now.
I have 23.
We bought all we could last time.
No, I think I have some gold.
Yes, perhaps Jorminda might have something to say about these so-called battle Aspergilligers.
I actually have a lot of gold. And Geier puts his hand into one of his coat pockets, jingles around, and produces a pouch. How much holy water do we need?
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah, in gold.
How much do you have?
Because actually, the only thing I bought for equipment from the beginning was the shovel. It says here I have 293.
That's possible.
Yeah. No
The
armor, no
richest-
weapons other than like a shovel. Geier doesn't really spend on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
that could buy you like 10 vials of it.
So Geier is basically like my grandpa, who constantly complains that everyone is rich, but he sits on a huge sums of money.
And of the four members, he's the one that looks the poorest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Father, I would like to make this an offering for Asma, and well, get as much as she can give.
Ah. Father Grimper raises an eyebrow. Did we pay you for your work here?
I don't think they did.
I don't think he did.
Only in kind words, I believe.
Yeah, because Geier was mostly working to earn the good favors of the priest.
He worked for exposure.
That's basically Geier's life, though.
You're running around with a lot of gold in your pocket, lad. But who am I to judge? That's enough for 10 vials of holy water. Good lady. Do you want that much?
Do we need that much?
Yes, we need
Yes.
that much.
I think it was actually enough for an
Just
12.
It would be for
actually enough
12, yeah.
12, if
That
you
would
want
be enough
to
for 12 if you
Spend
want
every
to.
last penny.
yeah. I think that would actually might save our lives.
I think
at
we're
least
gonna
once.
end up with like a shitload of holy water.
Considering the campaign we're in, somehow I think we'll use it all.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Okay, so
Well,
you
Father,
spent
take this as
288.
my humble offering to Pharasma.
Okay, so that's 288 gold pieces, and you get 12 holy water vials, or not vials, flasks, in return. You can hand them to your compadres as you see fit.
Do we even bother giving them to anyone except Arronax?
Well, only if we assume that encumbrance suddenly matters.
Hey,
What do
I'm
you mean
left over with
suddenly?
5 gold pieces. Nice.
Nothing.
I've been tracking encumbrance this whole time.
1 second.
I don't know if 12 little flasks of water is gonna.
Well, they
It's
each,
12 pounds.
yeah, each of them weighs a pound. Yeah.
Wait, okay. Well, I guess I can. Well, actually, I'm kind of running it close to max. I think Emaírel made a good point about maybe Jorminda could help us with this whole battle aspergillum concept.
Do you really
also-
want to spend that time and resources into that? Because it's,
Well,
I mean, what's really the use of it?
well, that was just a crackpot idea. I don't actually think a battle of Pergillium will help us.
Is it a real thing? I feel like it's a real thing.
It is
It's
a real thing.
thing. Yeah, it is a real thing. And you can get the mundane item, but it's really just another way of sprinkling holy water on someone. And the magic version is pretty powerful, but that would take quite some time to craft. So
Yeah, so far it would
They
be really more
they take
effective.
1 point of damage in addition to the normal effect. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
yeah, and corporeal damage. So and you know, haunts are not creatures. So
So all it would do is deal 1 point of holy water damage each time.
well, you don't have to hold it upright like a normal aspergillum. So that's
But
Kinda
on the other hand, you can just swing around normal spirgillum like as well, so to sprinkle holy water. So
Okay, so I guess
yeah,
it's
that
not
doesn't
worth
really
it then.
make any much difference.
Okay. Ixnay on the Spurgillum egg.
okay.
Uh-huh. So yeah, I suppose at this point, yeah, we can retreat back to Lorimer's place, and
Okay. It is getting pretty late by
Yeah.
now. So
we
It's definitely time.
Dr. Arronax will cook a dinner. Will that be a roll? Yeah, that will be a roll.
To not poison us? Yeah, maybe.
He rolled 2. Okay, never
well,
mind.
but the check is a 15, so probably not too terrible.
I mean, cooking is science, after all, you know?
It's just a very alchemical dinner.
Yeah. Lots of MSG in there.
It's
yeah,
flavors
after,
identical to natural ones.
after we all eat, Crow's gonna leave and come back a moment later with like a bottle of this jewel green liquid, and he's gonna slam it down on the kitchen table or the dining room table, and he's gonna pass out glasses to everyone, and he's gonna say, normally this is just for me to help me sleep at night, but I think we all could use a little help sleeping. And he pours everyone a shot of his absinthe.
I'm usually not the kind of man who needs an alcohol to go to sleep, but I'll make an exception for this one.
Ah, Crow, I thought you didn't drink.
I make exceptions.
Well, I'm glad we're included.
Oh, well,
And
don't normally share with anyone, but like I said, special occasion, and I don't think I would have made it out of there without you three, so.
so, well, to good returns, says Arronax, and it takes a shot down.
Hey,
Wait,
you all toast to it.
yeah.
And as you have your absinthe, you hear a haunting whistling tune,
Oh no.
and then the door flings open, and you all turn towards it, eyes wide, and there's Kendra just whistling a little song.
Oh my god, I
And she
almost...
looks at you, and she's like, "What? You all look like you saw a ghost."
We very nearly did.
Arronax only with very tired face will settle down and put the bomb in his hand back into the pocket, trying to not to explode it accidentally. Later, everything later.
And she sits down at the table with you and looks at the bottle and looks around and says, "So is nobody going to offer the lady a glass?"
Yeah, I was gonna say as soon as she kind of glances at the bottle, Crow is gonna start like he's gonna pour her one as well.
All right. And she'll have it, and she'll start asking questions about what happened, and Are you gonna
Well,
tell her?
Yeah,
how are you
probably
gonna
will tell her.
Yeah. So
Arronax at this point is basically so tired he doesn't even really care about not scaring her with the ghost stories.
okay. But Arronax, I would assume, would be very technical about telling the story, so he would be very fact-based and
Well,
go about the details.
well, yes, it was horrifying, and there were haunts, and we slayed them. That's about it.
One of them was a man in chains, a liar and a thief who nearly tricked. And he pats Geier on the shoulder. Nearly tricked this one here, but he saw through the deceptions. And the other was, well, old legend from my hometown come back to haunt me, I guess.
Perhaps, I think one of the points of our investigation, we now conclude that the unusual sturge activity was actually provoked by one of these haunts, and at this point it should not return, hopefully.
Piper
But
Vilmar,
we must act quickly if we want to bury the other ones before they get too powerful.
Yes.
I don't know how I didn't see it before. The sturges everywhere. It's from the children's stories. I remember people telling tales. Anyway, drink up, everyone, and take as much as you like. I think I'll be retiring for the evening.
And Aronax at this point will ask Lady Kendra, and how was your day? I don't think you would be needing an absence to go to sleep tonight.
Oh, and in this town, and she downs it in one gulp, and kind of slams it back on the table. I need a drink to get out of bed. Anyway, and she commends your courage in the face of the horrors that you've seen today, and she seems to be quite impressed by how you've taken up the mantle of protector of the town. But she also adds, I think I see why my father liked each and every one of you. You seem to have the same streak about you. He always had this strange worry for the town and the people in it. I never really shared his concern. It's not like they've treated us very nicely. Seems like you have that in common with him. Anyway, I certainly thank you for doing the best you can to protect us here, and I hope that you will find some rest tonight so you can carry on the fight tomorrow. I think I will retire as well. Good night. And she takes her leave. Okay, so we all retire for the night to your chambers.
Yes.
Geier takes a big gulp of the bottle, like druk, druk, druk kind of gulp.
Okay. So, Alejandro, you're going to go to the room next door with me.
Was that too much?
Gonna be
accent?
seeing fairies tonight.
Yeah, I am afraid.
Yeah, thankfully those sturges sucked out only 1 point of my constitution. Already frail as it is.
Oh, you took con damage?
I took 1 con damage. Because I think at one point it also caught me into that hold person hallucination, and they sucked away some of my blood.
What is your wisdom gonna be at tomorrow?
thankfully, my wisdom returns immediately after my mutagen goes away, so it will be 10.
Is that normal for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
Get me out! Get me!
The next morning, everyone wakes up from Geier's scream that rings through the entire mansion.
What scream? No scream. I didn't scream. No, just perhaps a bit too much to drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Crow will be rushing into the room, still in his sleeping attire, but with his blunderbuss in hand. He kind of smashes through the door in the Geier's room.
And you find him lying in his bed. He's sweating. He's like he's trampled the blanket off the bed. The pillow is gone. He's just lying there and panting, sweating, looking at you as if he's not entirely, as if he's looking through you and not entirely here and now, and just mumbling incoherently.
No, this can't be Harrowstone. We left Harrowstone.
Geier!
What?
Geier,
Hey.
what is it? Wake up! What is it? Who is here?
What, Crow? What are you doing here?
You let out a shout.
No, I didn't. Have you heard of knocking?
You were screaming about get me out of here, you were saying. And is
That
anyone,
doesn't
I guess,
sound like me.
is anyone else here with me? Is Emaírel, I see, is rushed in.
No, Arronax assumed that other people would rush to him, and he's a heavy sleeper.
And Kendra is gonna follow on Emerald's heels, dressed in a bathrobe and her nightgown.
No, that doesn't sound like me. No.
What,
Everything.
did you have a dream or something? What was it?
No, it's just I may have had a bit too much to drink last night from your fine liquor. Let's just.
Yeah, you must treat absinthe with respect. That is not like other common alcoholic drinks. It grants visions. At least it does for me. But you
Yeah,
must not.
I can see why you consume it in moderation. So, yeah, let's just get this over with and go back to Harrowstone.
Well, I think that's the first time you actually wanted to go to Harrowstone.
But
Says
not
Arronax
before
from another room.
breakfast.
Exactly. Yeah, at this point, Arronax will probably also join join people from the outside, but well, it's rather obvious that he arrived late to the party.
Nothing to worry about, Doctor. I think Geier is just over-imbibed.
Exactly.
I always heard that absinthe should be drinking with a burnt sugar, so we probably did it wrong last night.
Okay, so you write it off as a bad absinthe hangover, and you have your breakfast and ready yourself to head out once more, getting your gear ready, packing everything you need.
I don't suppose Kendra has a proper absinthe drinking set around the house, does she? Crow doesn't normally have that luxury on the road, but
I wonder where is. Did you look up if absinthe is a thing in Ustalav in general?
no, I just saw it was an available item for purchase.
It is a favorite drink of creative folk, such as artists.
I feel like if it was going to be consumed anywhere, it would be in Ustalav.
Yeah, I think so, but probably more like Lepidstadt and
Yeah, a little
places
fancier.
like that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
nice place.
And she says, I'm sorry, but my father only had the occasional glass of brandy.
Oh, can we see that? I'm getting it stored in the morning.
Maybe you should take it easy for a day, Geier.
I will distill
We
some
may
for
not
you
have
later.
more than a day, Crow.
Well, it'll give you something to live for then.
Well, we're all worm food in the end. So, on that note, should we go?
On that note, we should at least wait for a couple hours before we have breakfast, and I will need to brew my mutagen, and this time I will prepare more healing extracts, considering how effective they were last time. Says Dr. Arronax while preparing breakfast and retiring for at least 2 hours into his laboratory to prepare chemicals and mutagens.
Okay.
I will wait for you over at the Temple of Pharasma. Might as well say spend some time there before we head to Harrowstone. Well, actually, no, it's super out of the way. Never mind.
Okay, so I will pick Summon Nature's Ally, because there's still a dog in a bottle that he stuffed in, and 3 Cure Light Wounds extracts, and this time I have my infusion ability, so I can pass them around. Okay, and considering how useless was the dexterity mutagen last time, this time Dr. Arronax will prepare constitution mutagen. That it will decrease his charisma, and thus will not ruin his will saves, and instead it will grant him some temporary hit points and increase his fortitude saves. Why is my reflex save is penalized, I wonder?
Okay,
You're
so
still shaking?
I don't think so.
maybe it's encumbrance. Okay, so you head out to Harrowstone again, and on your way there, you pass the posting pole where Zoker's son is Pevrin was his name, is busy putting up another notice. And he greets you politely as you walk by. He seems like he's looking up to you a little bit. He's almost seems a little starstruck as you move past him in your full adventuring gear.
Don't get any ideas, lad.
Good morning, lad. What do we have here on the posting booth today?
Yeah. Adventuring is a difficult job, kid.
Oh, I bet it is, but I mean, there's nothing you guys can't handle, right? Huh. Yeah, you're cool.
Thanks, kid.
And as Gaia asks him what's new, he looks at Gaia and he says, nothing much. There's just another vandalism down at the memorial. And he he motions towards the river. But other than that, I think things are finally starting to pick up here. I mean, I guess the town hall's still burnt down, but
Yeah, that just happened like one night ago, right?
town hall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like 2 nights now. We had the
Yeah, I guess
town
2 nights
hall,
now.
and then
2
we
nights
went
now.
to Harrowstone the next day, and now it's the day after.
Yeah, it's two nights ago. So yeah, I think this town is getting back to just being a boring town.
Oh, lad. Boring is what you make of it. Why don't you go play in the graveyard? There's always interesting things happening in the graveyard.
Hmm.
But watch out for ghouls.
That doesn't sound like. No, you know what? I think you're right. I think you should do the adventuring, and I'll run the posting polls. How about that?
Scared straight.
All right, guys. I'll see you later. He says and grabs a pile of the posts and the notes that he wants to post and makes his way north.
When he leaves, Crow's gonna come over and check the notice about the vandalism.
Yeah, it is a strongly worded note by the sheriff himself that another case of vandalism has been recorded at the memorial last night, and that whoever is doing this should cut it out, or he will start to look into it personally, and that there are some colorful things that will happen to whichever hooligan is trying to be an artist.
Shall we go see what is happening before we head into Harrowstone again?
I kind of want to get that Harrowstone thing out of my system first.
Well, it is only on the way, isn't it?
Well,
Fine.
Okay. So I guess we will go take a look at the memorial.
Yeah. So you take that little path up here, little trail down to the water, and then follow the riverbank to the memorial, which looks just the way it has always looked, except for a large letter S that has been painted onto the base of the memorial.
An S. Splatterman.
He's spelling out the name and not just any name.
But I mean, no. But there were other letters before that, right?
Yes, you know what they are.
I don't remember what they are. And
V E. This makes S.
Vess.
You know who that is.
Vespin, the Moosewater Marauder.
Oh boy, no. He's spelling out Visoriana.
That's probably it.
Oh, that's true. Because it's Espin, not Vespin. Could it be the warden summoning us?
We probably should just hurry up and not find out what it means.
It is that thing she said that was eating away at her. She said it was the Splatterman, and here he is spelling out her name, one letter after another.
It's the name. The Splatterman needs names. Names are power for him. We must stop him.
I agree. We
It's a
find
good
him.
thing she has a long name.
Well, yeah. Lucky for us.
Because we only have so many days to do this in then, don't we? Oriana. 6 more.
At least.
Does he have to spell her whole name?
I hope so. I mean,
Last name?
the. Let's hope he's very technical spirit and he indeed needs her full name, including her maiden's name.
It must be. I mean, the power of names must be in the name itself. Can't use abbreviations or nicknames, otherwise it's not a name. Stands to reason.
I suggest we don't wait long enough to find out.
Yes,
Which is why I was suggesting we go to Harrowstone.
and fuck them up.
Yes, exactly, and fuck them up. Let's
Yeah.
go.
That is a scientific term.
All right, with your determination fueled by these new findings, or theory, I should say, because you can't be sure that that's what's actually happening. Although it does sound quite reasonable to assume that the Splatter Man is reaching out to do to Visoriana what he has done to so many of his victims during his lifetime. Question remains, though, how? Anyway, you make your way over to Harrowstone once more, walking down that familiar trail until the prison itself comes into view on top of the hill. Yeah, I know that it's behaving weirdly. It's because it's a large map, and I can't do anything about that right now. And we're just going to have to get through it.
So, in that case, just please drag my token along with others, because I can't really see where the others are going.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you enter the Harrowstone grounds and enter the building itself, and then where do you want to go?
Should we finish with the second floor?
Well, this time we finally have the resources to do so. And spirit, I hope, and spirits on the inside of us.
Okay. So
Emaírel is speaking. Oh yeah.
yes, they should. So you want to update your tokens to that now?
I have so many things to keep track of.
Well, replaced Force and Destiny someday. Oh, you've played.
You done?
Yeah,
Well,
let's do it.
I did. I mean, I'm done.
Okay. So you head back into the main building and then find your way towards the staircase. And this time avoiding the large furnace, knowing that it is still haunted. And you head straight to the stairs and then up. And you find yourself on the second floor again, fortunately this time without being attacked by Sturgis or accosted by the haunt.
This looks encouraging, says Arronax while clutching a vial of holy water nervously.
Kerr is gonna keep a torch in one hand and keep his blunderbuss loaded just in case we run into anything that's actually got a body.
Doctor, Would you
Yes.
happen to know if coating or utensils in holy water, would that have any effect, or would that just be a waste of holy water?
Mm. Let me check. Do I know it?
What was the question?
I'm asking Dr. Arronax or Emaériel, would you happen to know if we coat our instruments in holy water, would that help in any way, or are we just wasting our resources?
Will that be knowledge, arcana, engineering, or religion?
I guess craft alchemy or knowledge religion.
Well, we can craft alchemy. Because the concept is...
Yeah, so you would say that the holy water is not viscous enough to actually stick to the blade.
Yeah.
So if it helps, then it would be some sort of spiritual thing happening to the weapon, but certainly not on an alchemical level.
Understood.
Yeah.
So,
Anyone want to join me in opening this door?
Oh well.
Allow me. And Geier kicks in the door.
you kick in the door.
Is
Yeah,
it locked?
no discretion and no finesse, just straight up kick in the door.
Okay. You kick it open, and behind it is a small room about the size of the cells, but it's not a cell itself. It is an access passage to a small. There's a small wooden iron ladder that is can be found pretty much at the center of the room. Still looks pretty sturdy, and it leads up to a trapdoor in the ceiling that is closed.
That looks promising.
Is there any sort of like tower or something on the outside of Harrowstone?
No, I don't think there's a tower per se. Let me see.
Could this just be some sort of attic?
Oh, it's worth exploring.
Actually, yes, there is one balcony that you saw from below that opens, or that can be accessed by a sort of, I don't know what that is called. It's not exactly a tower, but it's like a small round piece that sticks out of the rest of the roof.
What the hell is it called?
There, yeah. But you know what I mean, right? You have a mental image.
Yeah.
That's
Like
that's what.
on old Victorian style houses.
Yeah, exactly. They have these.
Well, in the US at least.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've seen that from the outside, so you would assume that maybe this is the lower access point towards that.
Well, let's. Geier gives a tug to the trapdoor. Does it open?
No, it seems to be stuck. So it takes more than a tuck.
All right. Geier kind of like wedges his shovel in there for leverage and gives it 1, 2, and push.
Strength.
Right
Is anybody
away.
helping?
Well, he's on the ladder. It would be a bit difficult.
Is there room to help? Yeah.
Yeah, you could give him better footing, that sort of thing. And he certainly needs it because it's rather awkward to stand on the ladder and try to apply that, even with Emaírel's help.
All right, he repositions the shovel, and this time, instead of pulling, he just drops, trying to like wedge it right open using his own weight.
Crow will help. No,
All
he
right.
won't.
And with Crow's and Emaírel's help, Guy actually manages to pry the door open. Unfortunately, he causes a cascade of rubble to pour down into the small room, and everyone in the room needs to make a reflex save, please. Wow.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Well, that's what
All
a
of
good night.
you.
Yeah, what good
I'll
night's
just
sleep
kind of assume that
does.
as Geier fell down, he kind of pushed everyone out of the way by accident.
Oh, I see. Okay, but so Emaírel and Crow managed to avoid the worst of the miniature cave-in, but Geier, you get hit by it square in the face. There's no way for you to avoid it. You take 5 points of damage,
That sounds fair.
and you get slightly buried by the rubble as it knocks you off the stairs. But the way is clear. The morning light shines in through the trapdoor.
This place could do with some redecorating.
Well, thankfully you have a shovel, so you can start immediately.
It's a bit of a difficult angle. I'm half buried here, for God's sake.
Well, Arronax will come inside and help to dig Geier out.
Alright, so digging myself out, climbing up over the rubble, and staring up. Other than the beautiful morning sky, what do I see?
There is indeed that balcony that you saw from the outside. Sort of a walkway with a wooden floor that seems mostly intact, although here and there the moldy, sodden timbers sag ominously. Yeah. And that's it. That's all you see.
I relay this information to my companions.
Well, at least nothing tries to kill us inside in there, so we'll take that as a good news.
Only the rubble.
I wanted to say that rubble is not sentient.
Sorry,
but in
give me
this
a knowledge
place-
nature check, Gaia.
Yep. Well, nature is not my strong point. Can I do something else, like history or religion?
No, it would be nature.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yep, never mind.
Gaia knows dirt and varieties of
Yeah,
carrier.
but like I
carrier.
said, never mind. Nothing to see here.
Yep.
Well, I guess we'll have to try the other doors then.
Nothing bad ever happens from opening doors. So
Nope.
let's check up this one then, I suppose. Or
Okay, we'll try that one first. And you open it up fairly easily, and beyond is just an empty privy.
I checked the privy.
Hole by hole. Well, luckily, it hasn't been used in a long time, but unfortunately, there's nothing of interest.
good. Very well.
The last one. In this area, you open it up, and it is a short walkway or short hallway that ends in another door. This one is reinforced iron and wood, and it appears to be quite stout. And once you try it, you'll find out that it's in fact locked.
Let me take a crack at it. It is morning. My hands are fresh. Maybe I'll persuade it to open for us.
Do you want to take 20?
Maybe. Let me see.
Oh, nice.
I did.
Rolled 20. But it's not enough. You can't crack the lock.
This thing is very sturdy. But as we know, every door only as sturdy as the frame that holds it. Geier, can you help us with it?
Guy once again pushes his shovel in there, but no, it
Oh well.
doesn't really
It was worth a
get
try.
a good.
Alright. If I go this time, he wedges the thing, places one foot against the frame of the door. It's not about strength, it's about strategy. Wait, no, my hands are slippery from all the rubble. It's full of dust. Never mind, okay. Third time's the charm.
Do you want to take 20 on it?
Nope, third time's the charm.
Yeah, I'm going to help you a little here. You can...
I may have pulled my back. 1 second. Oh boy. Oh. Old work here. Okay. Let's do this slowly. And he'll take
Crow's
20
helping.
and he'll use like, his hands and the shovel to kind of loosen the edges and get some dirt out of the sides and everything, and then retry.
Okay. So taking 20 and with Crow's support, you finally manage to pry the door open. Unfortunately, all you gain is a nice view of the west balcony. You've been there before. This is where you fought that scythe, that flying scythe. And all the balcony holds is a large rectangular block of stone that rests on the stone floor of the balcony. There are still some ruined wooden benches that line the eastern wall, under a row of tiny barred windows above. Yeah, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. That place brings up bad memories.
Do you have an image what this area was most likely used for?
That the large block of stone, did it look like it was something that tumbled down, or that it was placed there?
No, it very much looks like it was placed there as a
Execution block.
Chopping block.
exactly the way that the benches are aligned for the audience to watch whatever happens near the block. And inspecting the stone further, you see a couple of chinks in the stone. That confirms your theory. This was
And
the
of course the
execution block.
scythe that was there.
Yes.
Right.
Well, no need to dwell on that. There is much more to do here, I suppose, so... Is there any place we haven't visited in this?
No, I believe that's all. I think you've explored the whole floor.
But she said
Well, she said the other three are in the dungeons.
basement.
We must go down.
We must get down, but where? How?
Oh, you know how.
Well, there was the stairs with the spiders, right?
Stairs are blocked.
Oh.
So where else do you want to go?
I think we're going to the hole.
Yes, finally.
Can you move me, please? Because at this point I don't see anything again.
Yeah, I have to move the whole group.
Have we finished exploring the first floor too?
I think
Yep.
we've been to every room.
Yeah, we've.
Except for the one that's locked. Okay, so
Where was that? Where was that door?
what? The blocked one?
Where was the locked one? Yeah.
All the way to the where the north is not up on this map. So all the way to the lower right. No, actually, north is up on this map. Okay. So all the way to the southeast, the room that Vesoriana actually pointed you towards, saying that it would hold the paraphernalia and the belongings of the prisoners, thinking that it might give you some edge. But it was very securely locked and very sturdy, so you saw no way of getting in there, except for getting the keys.
And we have not come across any keys while we've been here.
Correct. However, you make your way back to the room with the ominous hole in the floor. Let me give you the description once more real quick. No. It's what used to be a training room of some sort. The northeast wall has, however, partially fallen, revealing the dark and murky waters of the pond outside. Moldering training dummies and other similar equipment hint at the room's former purpose as a training area for the guards. In the northeast part of the room, the floor around a dark, jagged hole is surrounded by black scorch marks.
Scorch marks coming out the hole.
Well, it's that part where the burning skulls bursted out, I believe.
Yes. And if I recall correctly, they did say that the fire started in the lower levels of the prison, so it would only stand to reason.
Okay, so I suppose so.
Guy
This is
drops
the
it in the hole, picks up a rock and drops it down the hole. Fool of a took.
It falls for... You would think that the hole is probably around 20 feet deep.
Crow's gonna drop his torch down into the hole.
Yeah, it looks like a 20-foot drop. What you can make out from above here, it looks like the wait. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, it looks like there's a larger room at the bottom of this shaft, and it would be a tough climb to get down there. That's for sure.
Do we have any ropes?
I believe I've got a adventuring kit. You know where it is? Oh crap! I forgot to do this in the morning. I meant to make a point of doing this. Wait, do I have an adventuring kit?
I hope so, because I don't.
I usually pick one up. Almost. Oh, I have a gunslinger's kit. Okay. I think I specifically said that I'm not carrying it though, because I don't have encumbrance for it. It's in my saddlebags, which are probably hanging up in Lorimer's place.
Yes, we do.
That's cruel.
Good man.
Rope is good.
Should we tie it off somewhere and?
Sure. Do you turn it into a knotted rope first?
Might as well, I suppose.
Yes.
Okay, so you take some time making a bunch of equally spaced knots into the rope, and then you look for a still strong looking piece of timber, and you tie the rope to it, and then throw it down the hole, turning it into a way easier climb. Who wants to go first?
Geier, I'll go first.
All right, give me a climb check.
Oh, I don't know how good I am at climbing. Oh, not too terrible.
12, okay, so you move a quarter of your speed. How much is that?
My speed is 30, I believe.
So that is 1 square. That's 5 foot. Okay, give me another climb check. And another one. And one last one. Actually, because you failed the third one, I will need another one. Because you didn't make any progress with the third one.
Is it,
Dark and slippery. Don't judge me.
isn't
But-
not rope the 5DC? No?
Nope. And you make it down successfully.
What do
And
I
you
see?
find yourself in a chamber that turns out to be quite cavernous. It may have once been an underground cell block, but it has long since collapsed. The crumbled walls are thick with mold and stained with soot, and heaps of fallen stones and charred wooden beams line the area. Water drips and seeps along the walls, collecting in a dark, murky pool in the middle of the room. To the north, the twisted remains of a wood and iron lift lie in a heap in a shallow portion of the pool. A jagged hole in the roof yawns 20 feet above. You just came through that. And to the west, there's a partially blocked opening that seems to open up after several feet into a dark but stable tunnel. Thanks to your dark vision, you see all of these things. Give me a second here. I'll move you to the area in question.
Oh shit! Forgot to give my companions a word that it's safe or anything. I don't want to have to scream all the way up.
And yeah, so you stand ankle deep in that murky water that has collected here, and you look up towards your friends, about to give them the all clear sign.
Except I
When-
don't want to scream.
when all of a sudden you notice a ripple in the water,
Wait, no, yeah.
and some of the oily sheen on the water starts to coalesce into a vaguely humanoid shape,
Oh,
and then
shit.
rises up into an oozy, human-like specter of some sort. Roll for initiative, everyone.
Hmm?
Roll for initiative. Roll 20 is extra laggy today, or is it just me?
No, it's because the map is so big, I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's not game breaking. It's just remarking on it.
It's you're running out of video memory probably if it's slow to you.
Me?
Yeah, that's where it seems to be slow. At least that's the explanation they give on their wiki.
Like, I have a proper good graphics card.
Do you have hardware acceleration active in Chrome?
Doubt it. But yeah, then again, it is Chrome. That just throttles everything.
All right, so like I said, Gaia, you know, oozy creatures emerge or rise from the water, and you get to react to it before they can get too close.
Creatures plural?
Yes, two of them.
Is the water where I'm in difficult terrain?
Yes.
Right.
It's slippery. It's not very deep, but it's slippery.
So I could technically make it here. Wait, no.
3 squares?
Yeah, I could probably like make it here. Full speed.
No, I don't think so.
If I go 5-foot step here. And then just go all around. 5, 10. How did you do the whole steps thing? You press
Oh,
space
yeah,
bar?
you're right. It used to be space, but now it is Q.
Placing weapons Q. Right.
Yep, that
Gosh.
looks like... What? Nope, that was too far.
Yeah, it was here.
So you're taking 2 move actions? Is that what you're doing?
And I will take 2 move actions to move the next one. Actually, no. Can I do total def? No, can I ready an attack action?
So after before you move, I don't know.
After I move, like where I'm standing, just ready with the shovel in case anything gets close. Just smack it in the face.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to let your friends know what's going on? Because
Nope.
they can't see the creatures.
Oh yes, yeah. Too late for being discreet and everything. Get down here! Carefully.
I don't know. Did that sound urgent to you or not?
It was. I mean, you heard splashing, and you know Geier Stone. You know that it wasn't his easy does it voice.
Okay, so one of these oozy creatures walks over to you, but more like it's ooze greenish feet, not touching the water, but still going through the motions of walking. And it triggers your action. So you
So
can.
I hit it with the flat of the shovel for bludgeoning.
Okay. Okay. So you hit it, and you do some good damage to it because you can tell because some of the ooze just is sent flying through the room, but it's also like hitting a wet sack of flour somehow. It's so it
Sounds
seem to be
disgusting.
doesn't seem to be the right kind of weapon to really hurt it. Doctor.
Well, Dr. Arronax was going to drink his mutagen before descending into the pit. So, well, he will do that and allow Crow and Emaәрel to drop in first. He will so yeah, that will be to pull out the mutagen and drink it, and that will be full round. And it is of course unstable mutagen.
Okay. Crow.
Is it a standard action to climb or a move action?
It is a move action.
All right, I'm gonna try to. Oh, I'm not a great climber. I guess I'll just try to make a regular climb check.
Okay. No accelerated climbing, so just a quarter of your speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can do 2 of those in a round, right? Because I can take 2 move actions.
Yes, absolutely.
And my mutagen lasts twice as long.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Do I fall? Fuck. Hold on. Don't tell me, because once you reveal the result, I can't do anything. I mean, I get shit. Even if I can add a bonus to it, a natural one is still a natural one. Oh, but it doesn't. It's
Doesn't
not
matter.
an attack roll. It's not an attack roll.
Yeah.
I don't want to fall 20 feet. Can I make it? I forget. Can you make a reflex roll to negate damage from like the last 10 feet? Is that a thing?
That is a thing. It's not a reflex, but there's something like that.
Okay. Oh, it's in acrobatics, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna. I don't do anything. I hear he's in danger. I go to start climbing, but it's slick, and I guess whatever happens, happens. What happens?
What happens is you reach for the rope and at the same time swing yourself into the pit, but unfortunately it's just like it's like your fingers aren't working right. You miss the rope and you basically just hurl yourself into the shaft and you fall. You can try to catch yourself from falling, but that's impossible because of your bad climb modifier. So you can't even get to the DC.
I mean,
Which means-
I could potentially.
I don't see how.
I don't know how high it is.
It would be 30.
Okay, never mind. I can't.
Yeah. So you just fall for 20 feet, and you can try to soften
Yes, please.
the blow.
I think the water also suffers.
4 times this is. Okay, so boom. Falling when you deliberately fall? No, you're not. There it is.
Whoop! There it is.
Well, actually, I think if you're falling, you're falling. It's only if you deliberately jump that you can do anything about it.
Oh, I guess I would have. I mean, technically, you've revealed the result now, but I guess I would have played it differently if I'd realized that. But whatever. It's a 1.
Well, if you want to take it back, that's okay. Because I gave you wrong information.
I just want to. Yeah, you know what? No, I don't want to fall. So I'll spend a panache point for daring do and add a 1d6 to my climb check.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 2.
It is almost funny.
So you still fall. And take
Except
6
now I'm down
points.
panache point.
And take 6 points of damage as you hit the ankle deep water at the bottom of the shaft. Bam. And you don't have a torch active.
Should be down. Oh, did it fizzle out when it landed down there?
Well, you needed both hands to.
Well,
Oh,
I said
the
I-
one
I
down.
said I
Oh,
dropped
right.
I dropped the torch down the
Yeah,
shaft.
of course. Yeah, so that's still on then. Water is not deep enough to really drown out the torch. So we'll just throw that here. So that was Crow's turn. Emaírel.
Can you direct me to where I am?
I'm working on it.
Oh, I see. Never mind.
Okay, give me a climb check. Nice. So a quarter of your speed is how much? Okay, so you make it 5 feet down the shaft in the second move action. You can do an accelerated climb if you want to, but if I see your modifier, I don't think you'll want to. So, all right, and you make another 5 feet, so you're halfway down. Down in the basement, the strange ooze-like creatures battle with Crow and Geier. This one just takes a 5-foot step towards Crow and attacks. Oh, and I actually didn't let the other one attack. I was confused because of the readied action. So first we'll do the one that attacked Geier earlier. 22 to hit, so that's 4 points of damage. And I will need a will save from Geier.
Oh, wait, subtract 2 from that one.
Okay. So the creature hits you when there's just ooze flying everywhere, and the hit feels just sickening, but your will is strong enough to take it. The other one attacks Crow, 19 to hit. Well, you're on the floor even, so that's a 23, which will certainly hit. 5 points of damage and a will save.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a point of charmed life here for a total of 19.
Okay, and the creature towering over you is certainly terrifying to behold, but you are not shaken by the attack. And next round, Gaia.
Geier will repeat what he did last turn and bring the flat of the blade on the ectoplasmic creature. Trying to squash it.
Well, you did notice that it didn't really work, right?
Thought I was displacing it a bit.
Okay. And it seems to work well enough because you splatch the creature
Ah, so it did work.
and splatter it all over the floor
Just
and the
like
puddle.
ooze everywhere. If any of you saw Nickelodeon, that's kind of like what I'm imagining.
Exactly. That is a good mental image. The doctor.
Well, at this point, Doctor will try to. Oh wait, Emaírel is climbing down, right?
Yes.
In that case, I think he will lower his initiative after Emaírel, and after him, he will start climbing down.
Okay. Crow.
Okay, let me get this
Oops.
straight. So if I stand up, I'll provoke an attack of opportunity. I can't
Correct.
take a 5-foot step because it's difficult terrain.
No, because you're prone.
Oh, because I'm prone. So there's no way I can get out of this without provoking an attack, right?
Unless you have kip up,
Which I do not.
then unfortunately no.
Okay, might as well stand up then.
And of course the creature is going to use the
And
opportunity.
I will use dodging panache.
Okay. So a
which means
21.
It'll still hit, but I can move 5 feet. So yeah.
And you land on your feet.
And it's what, 4 damage?
4 points of damage and it will save.
This sucks. Okay. That wasn't a fear effect before, was it?
The damage? No.
No, the will save.
The will save is a fear effect.
Okay, alright. Holy crap.
Oh man. So that's just 7.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. You
Shaken.
are feeling a little out of your depths here, and you're shaken. Emaírel.
Wait, I still have the rest of
I'm
my
sorry.
turn.
Yes, of course. That was just a move action. I'm sorry.
I'd like to try and shoot it,
Oh, interesting.
and I'd like to as I aim my blunderbuss at the thing, I just whisper in myself, "Vile, disgusting thing, get out of here, get out of this world." And and shoot.
Okay.
Like I said, pellets loaded, so I'm going to. I'm already shaken. I'm not going to take deadly aim. I will spend a panache point for focused aim.
Boom.
The hell was that?
That was you shooting the ectoplasmic creature, and the creature itself exploding in a shower of goo.
Which somehow probably splashes Geier even more. Like, ugh, I'm covered in this shit.
All right, Emaírel. I'm gonna have to reload my roll 20, so somebody has to read his climb check to me.
That was a 17.
All right, so that's almost down. You could drop if you wanted to, or you could do another climb check to get all the way to the bottom.
Wait, Emaírel, hold on. What was the?
Oh, there was a 0.
It was a
If I-
0. I
Yeah,
missed that.
that was a crit
Okay.
one.
So you actually fall. You were halfway down, so you take 1d6 of damage, which is 4 points, as you hit the ground hard. Water does little to soften your fall. But at least, Arronax, now the rope is free for you to use.
And he will use it.
Climb checks.
Climb check 1.
And you fall.
I meant to do that.
Well, Crow
You
doesn't feel
all
so embarrassed now
suck
after
at-
watching everyone just tumble down.
It's just like bam, 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 bouncing down the shaft like a pinball. You take 5 points of damage on your way down. God, you guys are awful at climbing.
I
I am
climbed
amazed.
down just fine.
I can't
nobody
believe I
could-
didn't put a single rank in climb. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
why I
surprised.
didn't do that.
Yeah. So nobody could take 10. It just
I
wouldn't have
have
been
ranks
enough.
in climb.
Yeah, you made your way down there just
Yeah.
fine.
That was fine.
Yeah.
So
I actually don't have any ranks in climb. I'm good at it.
So
Crow
Simon,
wipes the ectoplasmic goo off of his coat, and then he begins reloading his blunderbuss.
yeah. So I have now alchemical 4 extra constitution, so that should give me, I believe, 6 extra hit points, right?
I don't know how many. Is it +2 Constitution?
Yes, I have +2 constitution now.
Then it's just your level, so that's just 3. Because the modifier goes up by 1.
No, wait. I mean,
Okay, so what was that? Crow's wiping off the goo from his blunderbuss.
Pick up my torch again as well.
Picks up his torch. And yeah, the light of your torch, once you take it out of the water, the range doesn't really increase, but the light is a little bit brighter. And you all take in this cavernous chamber that I had already described to you. Yeah. In the light of the torches, you notice that the floor in this room where Geier is standing right now is remarkably free from dust.
What is this I'm seeing to the south?
These ruins there.
Yeah.
Well, if you inspect it a little closer, you notice that it extends into the puddle itself as well. And you continue to investigate, and you find that there are a large number of shadowed bone and general debris. It looks like dozens of guards and prisoners alike must have perished here, either from the fire, the smoke inhalation, or as a result of being crushed by a large lift platform that
Ooh.
came down at some point.
As Crow's standing there, he kind of bends down to inspect some of the rubble, and as he does so, he winces. He's like, I think I cracked a rib on that fall. Emaírel, I know we need that wand for banishing the haunts, but I don't suppose you could use it on me, could you?
Wait. Here, have this one. Dr. Arronax will give him cure late wounds extract. Because today I am this kind of doctor.
Ah. Crow kind of smirks at that, and he toasts him with it, and
Yeah, and that would be
Any-
plus 1d4 plus 3? 1d8 plus 3 of healing.
nice. There we go.
Minus
Thank you,
1.
Doctor.
Okay. There.
I
and,
suppose that will have to do for now.
yeah, and by this point you probably see in the light of the torch that Dr. Arronax mutated once again, and this time his skin became very rough, grey, and overall very, well, thick. Thick looking. But
Are you feeling okay?
Of course, I've imbibed extra keratin into my mutagen today, so I feel very solid.
You've done what?
It's all right. Whatever I'm imbibing, I have tested prior. It is absolutely safe. In fact, it is
Well,
extra
you could
safe
have
for
just
me.
said, it's alright, I'm the doctor.
Well, yes. I mean, I wouldn't be doing that if I wasn't absolutely sure in the results.
Simon, these cracks to the north and south here, do they just look like they dead end?
Yeah, they do.
The north he did describe as just being caved in.
Okay.
So you move into the next room that's quite large, but mostly empty. There are just 4 dark hallways that exit, each striking out in one of the 4 directions of the compass, and each decorated with a soot-caked brass nameplate affixed to the ceiling just above the entrance. A rubble-choked stairway leads up in the middle of the room, and 8 skeletons dressed in scorched prisoners' robes lie on the ground.
Yeah, I don't like the look at this.
And Gaia
Wait.
and Emaírel move to the north. Okay, all right. Well, let's slow
At
down.
this point, Dr. Arronax will pull out 1 vial of holy water while he still can use his move actions like this.
Gentlemen, I suggest you allow me to take front and center stage for a moment.
Okay. You move around the room, keeping an eye out for any movement. But instead of seeing it, no, don't move, please.
Okay.
Instead of seeing any movement, you hear the rattling of bones as the piles of skeletons appear to be animating. You get a surprise round on them, though. So you can have a move or standard action before they get to act. But roll initiative first, please.
Where did you say these are? To the north?
I'll putting them on the map as you roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're everywhere. Yeah, I thought they were all one big pile.
No, they are scattered around 8 piles of them. And like I said, you have a surprise round, so standard or move action. Geier, you're conveniently standing right next to one of the piles that is about to be animating.
And I'm going to do my very best to stop it. So before it even gets up, it gets a shovel to the face.
How can you miss the ground?
Where is it? There it is. That is a very bad roll. Yeah, your
My
reflexes.
hands are covered with goo.
Yeah, maybe as the air down here is really stuffy, and there's just this lingering stench of burnt flesh and
The
and
grip
wood.
of the spade was covered in goo, so it's slippery and.
Yeah. The doctor.
Doctor will look at holy water in one hand, a sparkling vial with a bomb in his other hand, and he decides to preserve holy water. And he makes a boom out of this one. Although
Where did you throw that?
into this one, it's skeleton. Although this macros is very old, so it should be 2d6 by this point of damage, I believe.
I thought you said holy water.
What? No. I threw a bomb.
He said he saved the holy water.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
And-
If
I still didn't see the ping. Which skeleton you were going for?
I even pointed with a bomb him. This.
Okay, well my roll 20 is not working then.
Okay. Does anyone else see the ping?
Yep.
Just describe which one.
The one that is below the second below the crow.
Okay, now I can see it. That was an L11 touch attack. Yeah, they're still animating, so that's a hit for 6 points of damage.
No, it's 8 points of damage because it's 2d6.
Okay, so you blast that pile of bones before it can claw its way to unlife. Crow?
Seeing this thing right up in front of him, Crow is just going to take a defensive stance for now.
Okay. Emaírel? I guess so, yeah. I'll allow it. Okay. And you hit it good, but a longsword is just the wrong weapon to fight a skeleton, as you find little to actually connect to. All right, regular round. Geier. The skeletons are now starting to rise.
Rise up. So Geier will attempt to bash this one in the head again with the blunt side of the spade. Oosh. And if I do a full attack round, can I roll attack again with penalty?
Nope, that doesn't exist in Pathfinder.
All right, yeah.
And you miss again.
I need one more level to get. Oh wait, no, Shit, I should have made flurry of blows. Yeah, that's what.
And
confused me.
the doctor.
And the doctor will. Dun-dun-dun. Can I use? I mean, I do carry a quarterstaff with me, right? So.
Okay, so you delay. Crow.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up here. And I'm going to ready an action to shoot. So, are the skeletons actually on the move right now? Like, are they clearly
Yeah,
moving
they're
this round? Or
clearly forming to their full
okay,
shape.
all right. Crow's gonna stand up there. He's going to ready an action to fire when that skeleton comes in range, and he's gonna yell to everyone, "Nobody move!" Well, except for you, Doctor.
And range is a 15-foot cone?
Yeah.
Okay.
In that case, I will break my delay and I will move the hell away from out of the line of fire.
Okay.
Eek, 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 eek. That would be 20 feet. And here, well, 25 feet, 30 feet. Still too far away. Well, let's blow this one anyway.
Oh, okay.
And you blow it to pieces.
It's wonderful feelings when your bombs actually work on something.
Yeah, but you basically invalidated Crow's action
I
that
was
way.
We need to work on our communication skills, Doctor.
What? I thought you would be going to shoot that one.
Oh wait,
And
Emaírel?
say nobody move except the doctor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I said I was readying an action to shoot this one when it came in range.
Yeah, no, we need to work on our communications, and that you need to communicate better.
Okay, using the longsword more like a club than an elegant sword, Emaírel bashes the skeleton to pieces in front of him. Move action? No move action?
He moved.
Oh, he did, sorry. Okay. Next, you see... God, Roll20 is frozen again. Next thing that happens is that you see a flickering fiery light shine into the large chamber from the northern hallway right after you hear a door open up. And the next thing that happens is that a headless, burning skeleton comes charging into the room and swings its hand axe like a madman. So it comes
That has to
charging
be the
into the room.
Lopper. He was a savage beheader.
It has a name.
Oh,
1, 2, 3,
Sure is.
4.
there goes my theory then.
Oh, you shouldn't see those names actually.
Well, we don't
Strange.
really know who that is anyway, so maybe it is a Zaloper
Yeah.
actually, so who knows.
Where's his speed? There it is. Okay. So yeah, he comes charging into the room, but he doesn't get to attack anyone just yet. Geier. Oh. Wait.
Did the
Skeletons
skeletons?
haven't- yeah, the
not do
skeletons
anything?
haven't moved. The skeletons haven't moved. Somehow I didn't put them in the initiative. So the skeleton right next to Emaírel is going to try and attack him. 14 and 6 will both miss. The skeleton down here moves over here. And I'll say that that triggers Crow's action as well, because, I mean, that doesn't really make a difference if it's one skeleton
Right.
or another that comes into firing range.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna I'm not gonna shoot.
I kind of have to. You kind of have to if the ready action can't be held back. I don't think.
I mean, I don't know. I did specifically want to aim at that one. I wasn't.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't say
That's
heavy
fair.
skeleton because I didn't want to hit people who I thought might be in the way.
Okay, that's fair. So instead, the skeleton is going to try and attack Geier. 21 to hit for 5 points of damage.
Yeah. That absolutely.
Then the skeletons from down here are going to move over here. That's all it can do for now. And so is this one. Gonna move here. And then this one will move here. And now it's Gaia's turn.
Can I do a full attack action after movement?
Nope. Five foot step.
No, Geier will move like so. Running towards the flaming headless skeleton and bashing at it with the flat of the blade for
Wait,
bludgeoning.
but there's a skeleton standing right in front of you, if I'm not mistaken.
This one? This one's dead.
Yeah, but this one.
Oh, was it standing on top of me? I know it was right beside. Okay, so then I will do a full round action, full attack action against this one then.
You mean a flurry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, it didn't roll. It just did the whole thing.
That's a miss.
And the second.
And another miss. The doctor.
So did I actually drop down an initiative from not taking the ready to action?
No. You're right. Crow comes first.
Okay. In that case, I'm now going to fire.
Okay.
Due south. I'm going to spend 1 point for careful aim or careful shot, and another point for focused aim. And let's go all in. I'm gonna take the deadly aim as well. So Emaírel will not be in the cone for this.
Okay. And it was one attack roll each? Or
Yeah.
one? Okay. So we'll start with that one. What is going on with your
Woof.
rolling?
It's not a good
So-
rolling day.
On the other
It's a miss.
hand, it's not a misfire unless I roll a misfire on all of them. So let's see what else we got.
Nice. That actually makes the skeleton explode in a cloud of bone dust. And the last one. That's another hit, bludgeoning, and that also obliterates the skeleton.
All right, and I get 2 panache points back.
Nice. Not so bad after all. Doctor.
Okay, it's time to assess the danger around here, and Doctor once again look at the bomb in his one hand, at holy water in another, and at a burning skeleton in the third hand, and he will try to throw the vial of holy water at the burning skeleton, possibly provoking attack of opportunity. Right, holy water doesn't roll from the char sheet. That would be my ranged attack +1 then. Because it's a splash weapon. Never mind.
That's a miss. It just
At least
falls.
at least it probably will eat the splash damage anyway.
Yes.
So that would be 4. No, splash damage is. No, yes, for holy water it's 4.
But it gets a reflex save for half, which 15, is that enough?
Let me see. I think I wrote down my DC for my bombs. DC is 15.
15? Okay,
Yes.
so it made it save for half. So how much is that then?
2.
2 points of holy water damage. Emaírel. Okay. Steps up to the skeleton and once again, through sheer force, he manages to strike the skeleton down with his sword. The flaming headless skeleton comes charging forward, wildly swinging his axe, trying to attack the doctor.
I think he missed.
That's an 11 to hit, but that's still a miss. Yes. And now the rest of the skeletons come up. So who is left? These are all gone. The one in front of Geier is going to try and attack him. 12 is a miss, but the 22 strikes you for 3 points of damage. And the other skeleton is going to try and attack the doctor. Claw 20 is a hit for 6, and the 14, is that a hit?
No, 14 is not a hit actually.
And the 14 misses, so it's only 6 points of damage.
12 is a hit for me. My AC is 11.
Your AC is 11?
Why is it 11?
Can that be? That's what I was
No.
thinking right now.
It
'Cause
shouldn't
I'm not
be.
wearing any armor, but it should take into account my dex modifier.
It should be +1 dex, +1 dodge, +2 wisdom. Yeah, so it's not 11. It's definitely not 11.
Yeah, that's
So, but it's your turn.
fix that later. I will again flurry of blows that skeleton, just bringing the shovel down on its head. How am I missing?
Maybe you're still staggered or shaken.
No, I removed those conditions.
Well, the second strike hit and is enough to smash the skeleton. Crow.
Full action reload.
Nice. Doctor.
Doctor falls back for 5 feet, and for a move action he will pull out a second vial of holy water, and he will throw it right in front of himself in whatever passes for a face in that burning skeleton. So that's 2 vials of holy water gone. Ranged touch attack. Aha, that's
Threat.
more like it. And again.
Confirmed. Can you draw from the critical hit deck?
Well, why not?
Is there a
Well-
section for splash weapons?
I think it's arranged. I think that should be enough. Let's see. Yeah, I guess ranged. Normal damage and target is sickened for 1d6 rounds. Well, they're undead, so they don't take any additional sickened effect. But it is how much damage?
Well, that's 2d4, so I suppose it is 4d4 plus 4.
Wait, that isn't for ranged. That's for piercing damage.
Oh, whoops. What is range then?
There is no range.
It's just the
bludgeoning
damage types and magic.
and magic.
Oh, okay. Well, then it would be, I guess it would be closest to magic. Normal damage and target is entangled. Yeah. Nah, none of this makes any sense with the holy water.
Yep. But you know what makes
Let's
sense?
just go with double damage. So
Take
that's
double damage, yeah.
17 is just fine. That burns the burning skeleton very much. The other skeleton gets a reflex save for half, so that's a +2. Halves the damage. So, but that's still not enough. So it just crumbles as the super effective holy water rains down on it.
Okay.
Emaírel. Move that attack. And it's a miss. The headless creature swings his axe wildly. 24 to hit Emaírel. 15 points of damage. And 1 point of fire damage. And then it's Gaia's turn.
Geier runs to here,
Mm-hmm.
bringing his spade blunt side down.
Oh, and quite fiercely so. And you hit it for 10 points of damage. Yeah, the vicious creature, vile creature is, however, still fighting on Crow.
Crow takes aim with the blunderbuss. And he's gonna shoot. It's a bullet this time, so no one's in danger. Except for the thing he's aiming at. He'll once again whisper his little whisper quietly to himself. An ugly thing, the ugly remains of an ugly man, and you have no place left in this world. Wait, sorry, he's taking deadly aim. And focused aim.
Okay. And the shot hits the skeleton straight right on the sternum and shatters its chest, sending it to the floor. And the
And he get
otherworldly flames quickly go out soon after.
Good.
Crow reloads.
Geier takes one step, and the next one, his leg buckles. He falls down, one hand on the floor, and coughs a bit of blood, like. Did we manage to get any of those curing potions?
As a matter of fact, yes, we did, says Dr. Arronax, and
Okay, then
gives
I will
him
need a medical attention.
yeah, and he gives him another one of the Cure Light Wounds potions. So that would be 6. 1d8 plus 1. No, wait. 8.
8.
Yes. It doesn't add plus my level, so it is 5 plus 3.
Yeah, that's much obliged, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's as good time as any.
Yeah, I have to be on the road tomorrow at 7 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
And
So-
it is midnight here as well. So
Okay. Then let me just finish on this. So now that the room falls silent once again, you're deep below Harrowstone prison. There are only 3 more roads ahead for you to go down, but none of them have very encouraging names. You came in here through the east, and over that entrance, the plaque says Hell's Basement. To the north, there's the Oubliette. To the south, there's the Nevermore. And over the yawning opening that will take you west, the plaque just says Reaper's Hold. And that's where we'll drop the curtain for tonight.